the book, Why I Came to America and What I Think Now. His name is Greg Meakin. You're going to really like this guy. It took me about 10 seconds to form a friendship. You know how you just meet people and you know that you're going to be buddies with them? That's Greg Meakin. And he is a Canadian expat living in the United States of America. He's been through all the rigmarole with immigration. We had a New Mexico state rep looking at putting forward a bill to allow Canadians to become refugees in the United States of America. There's a lot of them that are thinking this way. And look, when Americans think of Canada, they think that it's a monolithic people that all think the same, much the way people overseas think of the United States of America. And a lot of Canadians too. But the fact is, where I live here in Alberta has a massive culturally American population that came up from the cattle drives, moved here because of the oil patch. And we don't want anything to do with Canada. A lot of us. They want to cut ties. And Greg is a proponent of the 51st state group that wants to see Alberta cut ties with Canada and become a U.S. state. Okay? Now, there's a huge number of advantages for America and Alberta in this conversation. Third largest oil reserves on the planet, right above the United States of America. Saudi Arabia is not picking up the phone for Joe Biden. They're looking at abandoning the Bretton Woods Agreement and the U.S. petrodollar and going with Chinese currency for oil purchases. America's going to have to do something different right away here. And having Alberta join the Union would go a long way to doing that. And we're going to get into that today. So come into it with an open mind and think this is the deal of a century. President Trump even recognized that when he said that he was going to set up rail lines from northern Alberta to Alaska. Okay? This is a big deal. And it would be a good thing for Alberta and the United States of America. So you want a new idea? You want to make America great again? This is a good way to go about it. By the way, the flag behind me, that was made by one of our listeners. It is the Alberta state flag. That crest is the one on the Alberta provincial flag right now, but we're going to need a new one when we cut ties with Canada. And when I get into the relationship between Alberta and Canada, it is so abusive and so expensive. It's everything that, basically it's everything that caused the American Revolution. Taxation without representation. And not just taxation, but it is colossally expensive for Alberta to be joined to Canada. The economic benefits to the United States and Alberta would be huge. So a lot of you haven't heard this conversation before, and we're going to have it today. I'm hearing a lot of 110-pound women